let's now suppose that I want to create an additional journey, which is a bit different than the one that we previously created with the login. So right now I want to create a showcase journey which highlights my elements over the page and explains the general information, general purpose of these elements inside my page. So how do we do that? We go back to journeys and we create a new one, and we'll simply call it showcase journey. We click on save and we start adding steps. Now I will simply add callouts over as the test purpose, demo purpose over these elements over here, which explains to me what sales, marketing, support, activities, collaboration, and all are. So very simple but powerful elements, which simply says to you this is the sales area. Now you see this kind of journey is very good for very first time users of the application, because you give context to what they will encounter and what are the main area of interest over one specific application. So in this case I'm saying, hey, if you need to go into the sales process, you go over this specific tab and so on. So I will not give additional description now for this demo purpose, but I can simply go through and say this is the marketing area, confirm, click on plus again, another call out, this is support, and this is activities. Now let's test together this very simple journey that goes through these 4 items. As you can see, I didn't change my transition here, so I still have a click transition. Now it would be still okay if I want the user to click over sales, but in this case I simply want the user to see what are the areas of interest. So I don't want it to interact with any specific element inside the page, but I want him simply to read my my different steps and descriptions without having to interact directly with applications. So in this case, the best way to operate or to go around with is to use the next transition. So we go here and click the next button click, so that I can simply go through by clicking next. I will do the same for the others. So I click next button here, next, change transition to this one to next, and go forward, and I have next here too. So okay, so now we have it as expected. We can play it one more time and check. This is sales area, this is the marketing area, this is support, this is activities. Now I have my draft, my very basic journey down. What if I want to give more additional advanced content or properties to my journey? In order to do so, you can either click the edit button that you can find over here over the specific step, or as we are hovering the steps while we're previewing the journey, we can click over this edit button. So by clicking this, you will open the bigger content editor. Now over here you have much more options to customize as much as you want your content. Let's go through all the capabilities of it. So over here you still have the capabilities of reposition your bubble, so you can move it over different sides of the element you selected. You have your title here, you can add, you have your description, and inside your description you have a lot of a lot of features that allow you to create very customized content. So you can directly access to the HTML code if you have the need or the ability to edit directly from HTML. You can change formats of text. You can give bold, italic, underline to your description. You can change sizes. You can have text and highlight colors to your text. Alignment. You can have lists or tables. What else we have here? We have the ability to link some elements. So use the hyperlink feature. You can link to some additional external content, or you want to redirect the user to somewhere else. You're able to do so from here. So very simple as a hyperlink as usual feature, which allows you to do so. Another peculiar function of this is journaling. So once you create some additional journeys, you also have the ability to interlink or to call some specific additional journey from any kind of step. So by clicking this, and let's suppose that I have the correct journey to link over here. In this case, I only have my login journey, right? But if I select my login journey here, this will create a button over over my bubble, which allows me to go through from this step to the login journey. Now, in this case, it will not be submitted because we first need to publish our journey. Now, we'll see how to publish in one of our next videos. But yeah, you can also interlink. Let me simply delete this one. You can simply delete all the journeys, or you can simply link the journey links with journey links multiple journeys, so that the user has a choice of which journey wants to start from anywhere. Other than journey links, we also have the insert capabilities, and as you can see, we have a lot of options here. First of all, you have the option, the ability to insert images and videos. Now, keep in mind that images and videos need to be first uploaded over internet and available for end users to see in order to attach it over here. And you simply click image, you attach the URL of the path of that image, and the image will appear inside this bubble. So you can put media files, any kind of branded image that you want to have for your company. You can also have videos. In this case, you will put YouTube or Vimeo embedded code in order to attach it over here. So you need to upload it first there and then place it over your bubbles. The other options that you see over here are simply additional plugins. Now, plugins are available for any kind of any kind of user and customer. You simply need to ask if you want to have some of the ones that you see over here. In this case, we have some very basic ones that might be a calculator or currency converter. Essentially, they are additional plugins which can be easily developed over externally from Newired and implemented inside the bubble. So an example might be the calculator. As you see here, I simply placed my calculator. Let me just delete this. But I can insert, for example, a currency converter, a Calendly integration, or Zendesk integration with my knowledge base. If I have it over Zendesk, or if you have other additional knowledge bases, or you think to have some other plugins which might be useful for you, do contact us directly and we can see together how to best develop that. So we'll not go through all of them. Some of them are more advanced, but we also have the ability to insert plugins over our bubbles. Remaining buttons are simply undo and redo of your interactions that you're doing over the description box. From down here, you will see the transitions. Now, as you saw before in the previous video, you simply have a different view in this drop-down menu of all the button, all the types of transition available for you to use. As you can see, we also have a delay option for the next transition. Now, from our experience, you may need to have some delay which simply tailors the experience of the journey much better to the target application. So in the case that you may want the edit input, for example, so the end user starts typing and you don't want the bubble to go straight ahead to the next one, you may add an additional delay time for it over this specific transition, so that as soon as you start typing, it will trigger the delay time and go forward. Then we have callout properties, which essentially gives you the ability to change different preset sizes. You also have the ability to change the custom pixels in size, or to simply follow the width of your text inside the bubbles. Other features that we have over here, we have the option, and this one, by the way, is great for, let me just go back to the next interaction. You can use the spotlight. Now, spotlight is extremely useful and powerful for showcase capabilities, because as soon as I select it, you see I will highlight the element that I selected, and you see that the rest of the screen is grayed out. This is not only some graphical way, some graphical thing, but it will also block you from any kind of wrong or external inputs which you may do inside this journey. So as the journey is playing and you have the spotlight enabled, you can only either click, move forward with the journey, or close the journey, of course, but it will simply reduce the possibilities to have mistakes done over one specific journey. So in the case that, for example, you have a lot of elements over one page, you may need to really enforce the process that you're doing by using the spotlight feature. Now, we also have an animation, and animation simply tweaks. There's this very short animation over the bubble, which should catch the attention of the user if it's just not paying attention to that specific area of the text of the web application. And you can also allow step feedback. Now, step is skippable. It will give the ability of this step to be skippable. Now, what does that mean is that if there's some item over the page which may appear or may not appear depending on whatever you're doing inside the application, the step will simply move forward without having the journey to fail. We'll dive through this a bit deeper in the next videos.